What's going on, everybody? We're back with another video. I say this every time, but I'm sorry that we don't post as often as what we would like to. It's one of those things that we just have not quite got a hold of yet, because but me and Jase both have, very busy lives and things happen, and so it's, we're not always posting as much as what we would like to. But we are back with a very interesting video for today. So this specifically is mostly going to be going and picking up a car. I gotta check my direction. Going and picking up a car for Jase, actually, that has been one of his dream cars for a while. And right now, which I'm sure you'll see throughout this video, he has a Corvette, a C5 Corvette limited edition for the Le Mans commemorative edition. And so he's actually going to be trading that for a S14 240SX. So it's going to be pretty interesting. We're going to be driving a couple hours with the big red beast, my F-150. So we'll keep you guys updated and see how things go. I'm on my way to pick up the trailer right now, so we'll just keep you guys updated as this goes on. All right, well, this is already getting more interesting because I got to try and pick up the trailer, and apparently, even though I'd literally just used it not that long ago, apparently my four pin hookup for the trailer doesn't work anymore. I have no idea when that happened, how that came up, but yeah, so I just made a quick run to AutoZone and grabbed one of those seven blade to 4 flat harness adapters, and I guess we're gonna go back to U-Haul and see if that works. If it doesn't work, then we'll come up with a new plan. But either way, we're driving 2 hours to Richmond tonight to pick up a S14, so we're gonna figure something out. I would say we could flat tow it, but Jase probably wouldn't like that idea, and that's really far to flat tow, so yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the trailer hooked up. I have no idea what was wrong with my flat 4 connector, but I guess I'm gonna have to look into that, because there's something wrong with it, because that adapter to the 7 blade just worked out just fine. So yeah, we got the U-Haul car trailer hooked up, and we are headed home so I can grab a few things, like some extra boards, because these cars are going to be low. And then I guess we're heading to Jase's once he gets off work here pretty quick, and then we will be on our way. So stay tuned. All right, we have arrived at Jase's house. Just getting the Corvette started over there. Got the trailer all hooked up, so yeah, we're gonna load it up and see what happens. All right, she's all loaded up, tightened down, got all the ramps put away. Yeah, I'll let Jase talk a little bit about it, because this is probably the first and last time that this car is ever going to actually be on the channel for anything. Yeah. Unfortunately, but
we can pick up the talking.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get going. And it's also really hot, and I picked the wrong outfit to wear for this. But anyway, yeah.
All right, so now we are in the truck, and we are hour 40 from our destination. I can't flip this while driving, so I don't know how good that view is, but we got the Corvette loaded. You guys have missed a lot because we suck. Forget to record the cool stuff. So I don't know how long it's been, 2 months, if that, with the vet.
Yeah.
So
maybe a little longer.
My intentions were to get a C6, and I was looking, found some good deals. I found a really good deal on this C5. Gorgeous car. Only had to do a couple things to it. And then I realized this car is too nice for me. If that makes any sense. I wanted to do full, like, race car. Beat on this car so hard, but this car is way too nice for me to do all that to. So, paid the car off. got the title, listed it on Facebook, and put in the description I was interested in trades. Now, one of the cars on my bucket list is an S chassis, S14 to be specific. Sure enough, get an offer. Here we are, a week and a half later. So now, we're gonna drive an hour and 40 minutes to go trade this for a S14 Koki.
All right, well, they're out test driving the Corvette. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this. I really think Jase is going to go through with it, but I'm going to show you guys a little bit of it anyways. It's kind of hard to tell in the dark, but yeah, S14. It's got a really nice red paint on it. It's a little bit dirty, but it is pretty nice looking. JDM SR20. I think the guy said it's a Garrett turbo. Lots of other little goodies in there from the early 2000s. I'm sure Jase will talk about it more, but yeah, this car sat for almost 20 years. And here it is in this basically pristine condition. No rust anywhere. I think he said NVIDIA exhaust. Interior's looking great. It's kind of dark, so you can't really see anything. But overall, not a bad car. And I think he'll have lots of fun with it, and yeah, I think it'll be a good car. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going through the McDonald's drive-thru with an S14 240SX. This is big baller stuff here.
Okay guys, here is a little update. So got the car home and I have been really digging into this thing. So the problem was when we picked it up, it would rev up, and if you stayed at a boost, the RPMs would settle just fine. But as soon as you'd hit boost, about 5 grand, and you let the RPM settle again, then the car would kill itself, it'd choke itself out. So purchased a recirculating blow-off valve. Don't mind the plumbing right now, it will be fixed. Recirculate back into the intake. I just took the turbo off because I had to put a bung in it to run the external wastegate back here. I'm still waiting on some stuff to come in today, specifically a oil pressure gauge, because oil pressure is kind of low. A little worried about that, but if it is, I do have a brand new oil pump coming. It does have a B&N Sports wide body kit on it. Previous owner, or the guy who put this kit together, did a really good job. Like, the body kit looks amazing, and the paint looks real good on this. The wheels, man, these things are massive. These are 285, 30, 20. These things are huge. I mean, here's the front one. I mean, that's a unit right there. Okay, guys, a little update. Tearing into it now. I confirmed the oil pressure was low with a mechanical oil pressure gauge, and it was about 7 psi idle, and it followed with the revs. So there's oil pressure, but it's not good. It could be two things: oil pump and the baffle, or the pickup tube. The pickup tube looks fine. I inspected it. Or it could be the oil pump, or it could be the bearings. Now, I did pull the oil pan off, and I found a chunk. Kind of looks like a, I don't know, it's hard to tell. There's two more in there. Did you see that? But part of me thinks it might be part of the block. It's hard to tell though, because it's got like the grooves. But I don't know. Okay guys, this is a quick little update. Car is flipped around in the garage, so now it is facing work area, tools, all that stuff. That was a pain. I had to push it out, angle it, and then I ran a winch line through the garage, through the back door for my Jeep, and then I just winched it in the garage off the tow hook. But engine is coming out. I pulled the oil pan down here, and I found a little chunk in there. Not exactly what it goes to, but I don't. That's not rod or bearing material. And there's. Let me grab a flashlight. There's two more in there. It's kind of hard to tell. They kind of look the same, but since this engine is new to me, I don't know where these would come from. But I mean, it very well could be the oil pump, because sometimes the oil pumps fail. And I mean, it's sitting right there above the oil pan. So that could be best case scenario. Hey guys, update. Engine is pulled. That was a mess. I don't know if you'll be able to see it back there. Oh yeah, that's all gear oil. I didn't know that it was gonna empty the entire transmission onto the garage floor. Plus, I'm also kind of limited in space here. Engine's out. That's step 8. Went pretty smooth for the most part, but as soon as we get the engine up on a stand, then we can go from there. Okay, so a little update. S14 torn down. Currently, I have new oil pressure, new oil pump, and new pickup tube. So on the engine, I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see this, but oil pump is this whole area right here. A lot of people will pull the oil pan off, which I probably should, but I didn't, and here we are. I got the old one off without having to pull the head or the oil pan off. So when I'm waiting on this little O-ring right here. I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see that from there, but once I get that O-ring, then I can RTV that and seat that in. And I'm waiting on gaskets. They'll be here Tuesday. Today's Saturday, so a couple days, and it's Labor Day weekend. So gotta wait on all that, but after we get all that taken care of, then we get this engine all back together, and then we are waiting on clutch. Update. Probably not the update you guys want to see, but I had to pull the crank and the pistons. So this thing is going to get an entire rebuild. Not really the series I was looking to do, but you know, sometimes it just happens. You can see there, something made contact with the rod, and I think it was that skirt. Yeah, that skirt's got some discoloration there. That one made contact. Definitely made contact. Bearings look fine. Not too worried about that because they're all gonna get replaced now anyways. So the block. Take a gander down there. There is nice little chunk missing there. This sleeve took a nice chunk and out of the block. If it was just that, this block might be savable, just a re-sleeve, but seeing that there's a hole there, I don't think this block's gonna be savable. But the bearings don't look bad. Too bad I'm not even gonna reuse them. Gonna have to get all new stuff now. All new rods, pistons. The crank seems fine. We'll probably run with this crank. If I find a block that doesn't have a crank, that's fine. But yeah, that blows. Not the turnout I was expecting. But I think the head and all that's fine. But it just kind of sucks. Puts a Puts a speed bump in the process. I was hoping to finish this car this year, drive it around fall time, but now it's gonna look like mid next year. Block is now all torn down. See if we can't get a light on here. Took everything off. I'm gonna have to get a new block. Let's see. There's the damaged part through the oil passage. Chipped the block there. Took out a little chunk of sleeve. So it's torn down to just block right now. All the accessories are taken off. Everything's stripped. And we're gonna try to hunt down a used block, and hopefully in good condition. That doesn't need too much shop work done to it. But yeah, I've got the head over here. I looked at all the valves. This right here was hit, but the rocker was replaced. I think the rocker was the culprit. All the bearings are up here. Main bearings, I mean, they don't look the best, but they're gonna have to get replaced anyways. Piston, the skirt right here took a hit, and then this piston took a hit up here. So it's gonna be a full rebuild. Okay, so leaving off on finding the hole in the block. Pretty devastating. But engine's out, obviously. The wiring harness is out too. So, but I'm going to be selling a lot of my SR20 stuff that is still good. Like the whole top end, all the accessories, all of the little odds and ends that people still need for their projects. I have alternator, some coolant hoses. I still have the crank too. Crank's all good. Everything is good besides the block and the pistons and the rings. But surprise, this just turned from potential couple $100 fix to now a full swap. Now, this is going to be pretty time consuming, but it is October 1st, 2025 today. I'd like this to be finished and wrapped up spring, maybe mid next year. It all just depends on what deals I find. Now, I'm pretty mechanically inclined, but this is still all new. A swap. Now, so the car, everything interior should be staying the same. I probably won't run a turbo timer, but it can just sit there for looks. But really, everything else will be staying. I won't have AC. I'm not worried about that. I'd like to do heat, but power steering and heat, that's the creature comforts I'm going to run if I can. If not, heat, whatever. But that's the current update. I haven't acquired any parts for the swap yet. I'm not the richest person ever, obviously, but it's just going to take time. So